Let's give the birthday girl a scare. Love you. Yeah, just a quick one, huh? Yeah. Look at this. January 1st, 2025. Out for a rip on the Gootsy. Yeah. Oh, you know, it's only 5 degrees out. Fucking freezing my balls off. But I thought, you know what? Let's just do a spin, make it quick, belt out a video, and get my ass back home. It's January 1st, like I said, and it's also Sherry's birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to the absolute dream of my life. Coincidentally, her brother is coming through with with his wife. We're gonna go out for dinner and chill out. They're on their way to Vancouver, so we'll take advantage of that. Go for dinner. Did I say it's fucking freezing out? Yeah, it is. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's Eve. I worked at 3 a.m. that day, so I was in bed last night by 8. I can't stay up. I've never really been a big celebrator of New Year's Eve. I've done it a few times, but yeah, I just don't go out of my way to make it a thing. Unless there's a real special occasion, etc., etc. And I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, like I said in the previous video. Just don't. I don't think they're needed, and I think too many people have unrealistic goals and resolutions, and they create all sorts of pressure for themselves that's unneeded, and next thing you know, they're depressed, and it can actually backfire on a lot of people and make things not very cool in their lives. So yeah, I do without. I challenge myself every day to do better throughout the years. So yeah, I just don't do the resolution thing. There you go. Jesus, is that slippery? What else is going on? Nothing. My son Caleb decided he wanted to get into snowboarding just before the holidays, just before Christmas. So I bought him some used gear for him to get into the sport with, and he's been out 3 times, I think. That's pretty cool. And I thought to myself, well, fuck. You know how to snowboard? Why don't you buy some fucking gear and make it a thing for you two to do? So that's what I've done. Picked up some gear. I used to snowboard when I moved here from Montreal. Excuse me. I still have a bit of that that lingering cough. Anyway, when I moved here from from Montreal in 97, 98 to Abbotsford, I took up snowboarding. My brother and his buddies were into it. They had gotten into it, I think, the year before I arrived, but so I decided to buy some snowboard gear and shit. And yeah, picked it up relatively fast, if I may say so myself. It took me about one night on the slopes to learn the ins and outs of it, and I got okay at it, okay enough to enjoy it. And I did it for a couple of years, and I just kind of got bored of it. It's not a cheap sport, and it does consume a lot of time. And when you're paying all that money and sacrificing all that time, only to have it rain on you, is, yeah, that got really fucking boring. So I kind of gave it up. There's some other reasons in there too, but I kind of gave it up. Gave it up. Until now. So yeah, bloody 20 years later. The gear is a lot fucking different. That's for sure. Yeah, I grew up skiing. Like, I think my mom had me on fucking skis when I was like 4 or 5. And we grew up as teenagers skiing constantly. So winter sports and balance and doing all that stuff was not a new thing for me. And then I worked at a ski resort, Kananaskis, Nakiska, where the '88 Olympics was held. I worked there for 6 years, maybe 7, on and off. So I got a shit ton of skiing in. I was still a 2-planker wanker back then. I didn't get into snowboarding yet. I was 1988. And then, yeah. So I know my way around a fucking mountain. Let's just say that. So we'll see. I think Friday. What's today? Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know. Friday. Caleb and I are gonna go out to Manning Park. We'll hit the Novice Hill, the bunny run as they call it, because he's just learning. This would be his 4th time, so he's not really ready for chairlift runs yet. And I want to dial in my new gear and actually see if I remember how to fucking snowboard. I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, see if I remember how to snowboard. So it'll be fun. And a novice day pass is like $34 or something. There you go. I think that's a wrap. I think I'm going to head back home because it is actually fucking cold out and my hands are fucking getting a little numb. But I just thought it'd be cool to get out on New Year's Day for a ride. Don't get to do that very often. Usually January 1st, I'm participating in a run of some sort. Like a bunch of people get together and do a New Year's run, some distance or other. And I'm just not interested in that at the moment. So we're doing this instead. Woo-wee! Yeah, 5 degrees. I don't know what that is in Americana. 27 maybe? 34? I don't know. Yeah. What else? It's chilly out. Let's just say that. Chilly enough not to fucking spend an hour on the ride. It's just my hands. I had good gloves. I could be out a lot longer. Roads are quiet, but a lot of people that aren't used to seeing the motorcycle out in the road right now, so don't want to fucking die. Anyways, everybody, I hope everybody has a good fucking 2025 and be good to yourself. And if there's one thing I can tell you, maybe I don't want to run into that, giving you my message. I'm 56 years and a half. And the advice I can impart on you is this: be good to yourself. treat yourself well, live the life that you want, not what anybody else wants, right? And above all, do not ever, 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 ever give a fuck about what anybody else thinks of you on any level. Yeah, that's my imparting wisdom. It's my That's my suggestion for y'all for 2025 and the rest of your life, really. Do not give two fucks about what anybody else thinks about you. You'll be much better off with that philosophy in mind. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.